Hey, this is Brandon Figure. What I have here is Dangerous Pride Vegeta from SHFiguarts. And it's a really nice looking figure. It's my first Vegeta action figure so far. And it looks great. The silhouette is wonderful. The paint job looks great. And I don't know about articulation, so I will get into that in the review. So without further ado, let's get him off the stand and take a closer look. Now what we have here is Vegeta standing straight up. He looks fantastic. The silhouette is beautiful, you guys. Beautiful, just perfect. So anyway, moving on to scaling and comparison. Let's see how he scales up. Now, what I have here are the other Dragon Ball Z action figures. Believe it or not, this is my entire collection of Dragon Ball Z action figures. The one on the left is from Dragon Evolve, and that is Frieza, one of my favorite characters. And the one on the right is Figure Rise model kit of Goku. And here we got McFarlane action figures standing next to him. The one on the left is Superman Returns, and the one on the right is Supergirl's version of Lobo. So, yeah, you see 7 inches completely out of scale. No point in showing other 7-inch action figures. Now, moving on to Mayfix to see how it scales with Vegeta. And here we got Mayfix figures. The one on the left is Hush Nightwing, and then the one on the right is Terminator 1. T800, I think. So, yeah, you can see Vegeta looks really small compared to these guys. Now, what we have here are Marvel Legends action figures. The one on the left is Gamerverse Punisher, and the one on the right is Astonishing X-Men Wolverine. And here it's just showing you just how tiny that SHFiguarts is. The one on the left is the Superpowers Superman action figure, and the one on the right is Super Friends. And the ones on either side are both from McFarlane, so they are scaled like pretty small. These are undersized figures. They're kind of tiny, small. This one right here is the true 6-inch scale. Okay, you can see how tiny he is compared to Lex Luthor here. So I don't know what to tell you, but I think it might be undersized. It might be. Now, to further my point, the one on the left is from Jack Specific, and that is Superman, obviously, and it's pretty undersized. It's really tiny. I think it's about 5 inch or something like that, and it's even a little bit taller than Vegeta. Just think about that. That's tiny. And then the one on the right is DC Collectibles Icon, and that is a true 6-inch scale action figure. Okay, and look how big he is compared to Vegeta. So I know Vegeta is a short guy. He is supposed to be short. I have Goku on pre-order, and hopefully that Goku will be a little bit better. We'll see how it goes, but for me personally, SHFiguarts has always been a problem for me. Is the scale. It's the scaling. That's why I don't buy their stuff. It's mostly their scaling. It's just whack. Now I would like to go over articulation. Starting with the head, he looks up about this far, which is not very far. Looks down this far, not very far again. Side to side, it's okay. It's pretty good, but it's alright. And he can turn full 360. And the neck does not turn all the way, so that's good. And yeah, you can see I can't pop that on because it's very weird. It's placed the peg plugs backwards, like into there, not upwards. It just goes that way. So it's going to be hard to pop the whole head off. I can pop the faceplate off, but it's going to be a little bit difficult. I'll going to do that in the accessories part. So anyway, his shoulders go up pretty far up, and that's pretty good. And then he has that bicep swivel and double jointed elbows, and these elbows look great, not too bad. And what's going on with this piece of plastic right here? So yeah, it looks good. And then he has ball jointed wrists with peg. It goes that way, this far, which is good. Full 360 swivel. And now his shoulders, his arms, his butterfly joints right here. He has butterfly joints. It goes around like this far, which is good. And his arms straight out goes about this far, which is okay, I would say. And then let's see if it goes backwards this far. It's okay. It doesn't want to move. This side does not want to move as much, which is kind of weird. Yeah, it just doesn't work. This moves a lot more. It has more range on that side for some reason. I don't know. And then full rotation of the shoulders. I forgot to show you that. And then now let's look at the chest. His back arches this far, and front, he crunches forward this far, which is okay. It's acceptable. And side to side, barely anything. Because of the plastic, the excess plastic on the sides. It's nice that he has a V-taper there for the silhouette. I agree with that. But now it just feels like a swivel and a hinge. Much like the Hasbro's figures, where they're mostly swivel and a hinge. Unfortunately, so it only goes this way, and then a full 360 swivel at the waist. So not very impressive in the torso articulation. Now his legs close in together very nicely, so that's nice. I like that. And then he can do a full-on split like so, which is very good. And he has thigh swivel. A little bit difficult to do, but it does have thigh swivel. And it kicks back about this far and kicks forward. This trunks piece is pretty soft. It has some more give in there, so he can kick up pretty high, as you can see. So you can see the crunch like this. So that's pretty good articulation, if you ask me. That's pretty good. And then thigh swivel, and he has double jointed knees, and it looks pretty good to me. Not too bad. And then it has no swivel at the boot, only at the ankle. And it does have a little bit of a swivel. It just goes far this way, and then it stops right here because of the excess plastic on this side restricting it. So and his feet goes downward this far and upwards about this far. Let me try the other foot. Goes upwards about this far, which is not bad. It's not a bad range. And downwards this far. And then it has toe hinge. And it does have ankle swivel about this far. So that's good. I think you can pop the ankles. Not as easily, actually. Because in the accessory department, you'll see that it has an extra spare for the feet. Yeah, I'll have to see in the accessories department. So anyway, that's it for articulation. And I have to say, it's pretty good for articulation. It's pretty good. It's kind of similar to Hasbro's Marvel Legends action figures, where they have like the swivel and the hinge, and that's as far as you can go. But the neck articulation is pitiful. It's pretty bad. Like, he cannot look all the way up. What the heck is that? This guy flies like Superman. Okay? Goku flies like Superman, and they cannot look up. Like, are you serious? Make sure there's no plastic back there so he can look all the way up. But right now, he cannot move all that much. It's not very good range in the head. These guys are freaking martial artists. Extreme martial artists. They need to be able to move everywhere. You know, like Spider-Man. They have to. So anyway, articulation, I would say, is about 7 out of 10. It's okay. It's passable. It's pretty good. I do like the legs a lot. And I dig the arms. But the torso and the neck, not very good. Now I would like to talk about sculpt and paint. Starting with the face, I gotta be honest, I'm not a fan of those cheeks right there. I get what they're going for. Like at this angle right here. You see this angle? That's how they drew it like that. But I wish they made that part flatter. It looks like he has too much gum inside his cheeks right there, and he's just reserving them inside. It's hard to explain, but it's just, you just put something into his cheeks. That bothers me. I don't like that, but I do like everything else. I like how they're drawn on his face, you know, and the eyes. And there's a mouth. It looks very clean. And they did some shading on the hair. It looks good here, but pretty bad over here. You see, it's a little, and I don't think they added anything on the back. It's just all yellow. So it's mostly in the front. The shading is kind of lazy looking. I can't explain it. This bothers me right here. They just randomly added, you know, shading on there on the tip of the hair. So I don't like that. But other than that, the face sculpt is okay. It's good. I like the ears. The way it is sculpted, that looks good. The neck looks great. His body, the proportion of the head relative to the body, fantastic. This is like perfect. I mean, almost perfect. Almost perfect. It's not 100%, but it is really good. I have to say, it is the best looking Vegeta body ever made. Period. Period. It is really, really good. The right tone of musculature. Not too muscular, not too skinny. Just right in between. That's what I wanted. And it's exactly like this. That's what he is supposed to look like. Finally. A proper Vegeta action figure. I'm not a fan of the way they sculpted the knees. I get what they're going for. They're trying to make it look like, you know, a cartoon. The way the anime drew his knees. I don't think they drew it like that. I don't think so. It does look very weird. Those knees, not a fan. Very weird. But other than that, everything else, perfect. Like, just no notes. Just perfect. The colors are great. I see a little bit of mustardy yellow color here and on the straps. right? And it's the right sculpt, no shading though. And it's got some sculpted wrinkles on his gloves and then his boots as well, which look great. His musculature looks fantastic though, like absolutely fantastic. I love it. So yeah, that's it for Sculpt and Paint. It looks good. There's not much to talk about except for, accessories. Now, what I got here is accessories. It's a really nice spread of accessories. I especially like the arm cross accessory here. Never had a figure like that in my collection. Never had one like this. This looks awesome, bro. Awesome. So I'm gonna try to take this off. Obviously, it needs to be popped off. Okay, it's a little tough, but still doable. Let me try the other side. There. Okay, that's perfect. They don't come off as easily, so that's good. Let's just pop that on. How do I get this on? Is it really popped on or no? How? I guess I have to start right here and then pop it together at the same time. Like this. Wait. And there's another one right here. And I don't hear the popping. How the heck do I do it? Where is it? I mean, it's like that. It does look really cool. I love that. That is awesome. That is some serious replayability value right there. But something's bothering me with that leg peg. That shoulder peg right there. It's not popping on like it's supposed to. Oh well. It does hold up just fine, I guess. So that's what it looks like. It's not perfect, but you have to find a spot there. But it is really cool. I like that. Now I'm gonna put the arms back on. See if it's okay to put on this time. I got that on, and then the other one. Okay. It does not come off. See? It does not come off. So that is good. That is very good. Alright. You can do an arm cross without the accessory, I think. Yeah, a little bit. Close enough. But I really like the arm cross accessory. That is really cool. Now to pop the wrist peg. Not wrist peg, the hand. You pop the hand off, and that's what it looks like. And you pop another hand on. So, like, let's say, let's use this hand. Let's just use this hand. This is awesome, you guys. Really awesome. And then now, the neck, the head. I don't know if it has instructions. I'm gonna look. Yes, it does. It comes with the instructions booklet. Okay. Okay, so I just take this off. I don't know how. It comes off. How? How do I take it off? Do I move them down to get them off? What? How do I get it off? Okay. Okay, that's why it's so hard to get off. Okay, that's the base plate right here. And I forgot to show you the base plates. You can see different expressions on the base plates, which is really awesome. I wish it had a neutral head sculpt though. So there's the yelling head, I think, which I think looks really cool. So I'm gonna put this on, push it in. It's not going in all the way. So there he is, yelling, which looks absolutely awesome. I love this. That looks awesome, you guys. Awesome. And then the head, the hair, how does the hair work? Oh, it has a peg right there. It has a socket back there, so you have to pull it back that way. I'm not gonna bother doing that. But this is an option right here. And then you can swap feet as well. See? There are different types of feet. I don't know if I can pop those off. Let me see. They are tough to take off. You have to heat it up and then take it off. Which is kind of good news in a way, because I don't want them falling off the pegs. So that's good. Well, yeah, that's it for accessories. I mean, really nice accessories. I gotta be honest with you. This is awesome for accessories. That's a lot of playability value right here. Awesome. Let's do some poses in my opinion. Okay, so this figure is great. It looks very, very good. Probably the best looking Dragon Ball Z action figure I have ever seen. It poses like pretty good, but the sculpt work and the silhouette of this is just amazing, and so I really like it a lot. Now, I would like to talk. Honestly, I wish it had came with a depowered head sculpt, with the black hair. That would be nice. It doesn't have to have like, um, swappable face plates. I just need a depowered, neutral head, or maybe like a crouchy facial expression for Vegeta. So that would be nice to have as an option. Uh, so you know that he has transformed. You know. So anyway, the articulation is great. It feels a bit really. I mean, I gotta say the size of this is surprisingly small. It's actually really tiny, but because of the sculpt work and the detail and the colors, and it being, like flat matte finish all over the body from head to toe, it just looks amazing. It feels like a premium action figure. It feels really nice. For $35, I'm not complaining. It's actually really good. I really like it. So, yeah, the accessories are amazing with this figure. The yelling head is my favorite, and I really like the arm cross feature that it has. And you could swap out the boots, swap out the swept hair if you want to. It is such an amazing figure. Is I have to tell you, it is extremely well done. The real drawback with this figure is the lack of torso articulation and the lack of head articulation. Other than these two main problems, the rest feels really good. It poses beautifully. I don't think I have any quality control problem here. I mean, it's pretty well put together, I would say. Well, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and hope I see you again next time. Take care.